But you can see we are much more prepared. I even look at the billboards they were tied down. Most of them.
Now you can
iba matigas pa ulo.
Well, you can never be too careful now. At ngayon, speaking of which, Barangay Ginebra Kings maybe not careful enough here in the third quarter, allowing the San Miguel Beermen to crawl back into this ball game. And now for a taste of the lead. Yes!
Yeah. What a big rally here by the powered San Miguel team, and then, well, Joseph Dios come in, given Rosella the rest, but Olsen really quartered back his ball club very well from the end of the second up to the third.
Well, looks like this is going to be against Joseph Yo. May have been caught holding on to JC Intal.
Usually, you're up by 15, you're down by 3, and the third quarter is not over. Arwin Santos getting real hot here in the third quarter together with Jay Wash.
That was point number 19 for Arwin Santos and his loudest one yet.
San Miguel is in the penalty. That's why JC Intal is at the free throw line, making that first. Earlier, if you didn't watch the game, Powerade picked up his second win out of 3. As you see, Eric Menk, an injured player, si Mang Crispin ng Ginebra, 87-77. I'll say hi to the assistant coach, Elmer Bola Tagapasa.
And we want to remind you, the Talking Tex versus Meralco game last Friday, you will be able to watch it tomorrow night at 10 p.m. on Solar TV. You have the information right there at the bottom of your screens. As the San Miguel Beermen carry that momentum, and they are fired up now.
Alam mo talaga, basketball is a game of spurts. And they've said that time and time again. I mean, it's just everything has gone south for Ginebra. While nasa expressway ngayon sa Miguel. Wala kotse. Wala nang ang wangwo, pero wala rin kotse sa baluot.
And Dorian Peña could now bring this lead up to 4. If he can do better on his free throw shooting, he had none on his last trip. He makes the right adjustment, and San Miguel now ahead by 4, 57-53.
But this just third quarter. Willie Miller has been hot. But all of a sudden, a couple of misses and he was taken out. But he's coming back in the fourth.
For sure.
High pick and roll there. San Miguel uses it well.
Fast and furious connection here. Mark Aguiwa short on the jumper, and that is last touch by the San Miguel Beermen.
San Miguel has made it an effort not to allow an inside penetration by Ginebra. More of outside shooting, even though they're in penalty. Good kick out there. This has been a great battle.
Barangay Ginebra looking for their second straight win here in season 36 of the PBA.
Nice
Zip pass. Villanueva was challenged there by Arwin Santos. Willie Wilson to save the day.
That was a good setup job done there by Mark Aguila. He read the defense correctly. So there's enough time for probably 2 plays. There are about 7-point-something differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Santos open.
Sigh of relief. Breathed there by Barangay Ginebra. But it's another turnover. Joseph Yo takes it back. And here comes Dorian Peña. Another big basket.
Well, turnovers for Ginebra, 7 in this quarter. Plenty of time yet, however.
JC Intal racing against time, and Enrico Villanueva, second time around, still can't get it.
He rushed it. He probably thought there was not enough time because he could have come down and put that ball on the board.
So the San Miguel Beermen have come back here in the third quarter, and they've come back in a big way. The lead was as big as 21.
It was at 15 at the half.
That's right, and they managed to finally get their scoring back on. They've done well on defense, and now they're ahead by 4, 59-55. The final chapter of this Sunday Night Mania matchup is coming up next. And back here at the Big Dome, where the San Miguel Beermen have come back loud and proud. Definitely not a team to be counted out, and they proved it here in the third quarter, as you see Mr. Willie Marshall and Mr. Nito Inocos, and there is our hard at work, of course, is our PBA Commissioner Chito Salud. Over to Mika Besamis now.
It was a good start, but in the third quarter, San Miguel adjusted well. The big guys are working now. What do we see in the fourth?
Well, we missed a lot of shots. That's the bottom line. They made theirs. They made a run, and we're 4 points down. We just gotta make up in the fourth quarter.
Thanks, Coach Vito. Dr. J.
Thank you, Mika. Well, Coach Jong Wichiko definitely not want to panic just yet as Enrico Villanueva.
I really wanted to make up for those two misses because I thought that he thought he was running out of time, so he forced the action very quickly. But like I said, this is a whole different ball game right now. You have the whole fourth quarter to work with. Lordy, but he's really off that mark, and a loose ball foul. Double foul between Rico and Dorian Peña. The second time Dorian Peña has been involved in this kind of situation.
Well, everybody's against Dorian Peña when you're down there. Whether it's Billy Mamaril or Enrico Villanueva, you know you're going to have to battle if you're going up against Dorian Peña. But Peña will now sit down. Mick Penisi coming back in. And Willie Wilson also getting a rest here as Rudy Hatfield.
Now this is going to be a jump ball because somebody threw up a shot. So there was no clear possession for one team. Unlike the first, it was still with the San Miguel team. So they continued to have possession with the shot clock set at where it was stopped, in that double foul.
All right, well, now they just straightened out the substitution with Dorian Peña.
He's still fuming mad as he went off the floor. Oh, great jump there by Intal. Uncontested. I mean, no opposition. Hatfield has come back into the game, replacing Willie Wilson. Willie Miller about to come back.
Intal, down low to Villanueva. Villanueva wants another basket. And there's Enrico Villanueva down there, getting dirty for that loose ball. But the San Miguel Beermen take it back. Joseph Yo off to the races.
Great fast break execution there by the Beermen. Jancy De Ocampo about to come back in together with Willie Miller. Probably going back to the first five, except for Intal, ang Barangay Ginebra, and good close-up play. Martin Liwa loses possession.
That's going to be a turnover over to Chicky Reyes now, who's standing by.
Thanks, Vito. Big third quarter for San Miguel as they outscored Ginebra in that quarter 28-9. And this is the effect of their ball movement, patient execution, good shot selection, and consistent attacks towards the basket. Here in the fourth quarter, Coach Atto wants to see three things. Number one, for the big men to keep on sealing the paint. Number two, for the rest of the Beermen to pressure the Kings every time they pick up the ball off the dribble. And lastly, for Lordy Tugade to take his shots. Vito, Dr. J.
Thank you, Chicky. Well, Lordy Tugade hasn't gotten a lot of good looks, but look at Alex Cabagnot creating his own opportunities here.
And that's the worst thing. If you have a big man, 6'9" there, and he cannot even attempt to block the shot, or at least foul the guy, he's a layup. There's a small man coming up. Look at this. Oops, where are you going? I'm going the other way.
A very shifty guard in Alex Cabagnot, and he's helped San Miguel now to the 6-point advantage, 63-57. Willie Miller.
Too many turnovers by Ginebra. I mean, they're just playing rattled here. And this, remember I said at the top, I thought Atto would really try to instill in his boys' defense. They didn't do that for 2 quarters, 28-20. But in the third quarter, it's just down to 9 points. That's where he wants it for the opposing team.
So Barangay Ginebra already with 3 turnovers here in the fourth quarter.
And then 6 in the third, so they'll be in double figures in turnovers at least for one half.
Well, no matter what happens, babalikan at babalikan talaga yung turnover situation na yan. As Mark Aguiwa gets turned away by the San Miguel Beermen defense. Now Cabagnot over to Penisi. Penisi from beyond the sunset. It rattles out.
Again, Arvin Santos there for a possible offensive rebound coming out of nowhere.
Jay Washington for Arvin Santos. Yeah, by Cortez.
So Arvin getting replaced now by Jay Washington. It will be Mike Cortez and Willie Miller in the backcourt here. Still got Mark Aguiwa also in the mix here for Barangay Ginebra.
Parang nawala bigla yung chemistry ng Barangay Ginebra completely, no?
Hatfield.
They might have looked at such a big lead. That's going to be the second foul ni Jay Washington. You know, can't blame San Miguel. They got 2 penalties in the third, but they were happy because they made a comeback and they never really did not go to the free throw line that much. They weren't really able to attack the basket that much.
So Rudy Hatfield.
Well, they're trying somebody new. This guy could help. Jingo Aquino at this crucial stage. Find somebody who can shoot.
Well, Ginebra played some quality minutes earlier in this ball game already. And we want to take this time para pasalamatan ng mga tumulong sa kasama natin dito sa Solar TV, si Felix Extranero. We want to thank the doctors from the AFP Medical Center, Lieutenant Colonel Edgardo Castro, Colonel Dionisio Lopez, and Dr. Villegas. Maraming salamat po sa inyong tulong. As Lordy Tugad is still looking for his points here in the ball game. Oh, very risky pass. And Aquino had the right intentions,
but none of his teammates were there.
Joseph Yo out to Cabagnot. Now Tugade steps in and it's taken away.
Aquino again coming up with some quality. I could feel that he was tense after the two layups that the shots that he made. When he went against Ontiveros, you could see parang medyo, idol ko ito. Relax muna ka, Bisaya. Idol ko ito, relax ka muna dyan. So, but he was telling Johnny, one of the assistant coaches, Johnny Avarentos, kaya ko. Medyo okay tayo.
Brgy Ginebra still playing catch-up basketball here, down by 5. 8 minutes and 25 remaining in the fourth. Yancy Del Campo. It's tower against tower down there.
A lot of extra motions now.
Things are really starting to get heated up in the paint.
Like I said, they may be sister teams, but they don't really like each other.
Team foul on the Beermen.
If you're on the other side, you're on the other side. Come to our fence if you want.
Technical foul is being assessed. Number 34, Vic Benisi.
It's going to be a technical foul.
Number 18, Yancy Del Campo, the second motion.
As a livid, Nick Benisi argues his case here. Tingnan ulit natin yung nangyari dito between these two giants. Oh, there's extra motion right there.
14 seconds.
Well, they'll both stay on the floor here.
That was a warning given. Technical free throw shot.
Aquino, now to Miller. Miller kept out by Don Ontiveros. Miller, the surprise three, that's short.
And Dondon was there to challenge. In the meantime, Santos is resting, so that augurs well for the San Miguel offense.
That's going to be a foul against Jimbo Aquino.
Only foul number 4, Jimbo Aquino, his first team foul on the Kings.
Ginebra only has 1 team foul. San Miguel has 14 fouls. You can't complain about the aggressiveness of San Miguel, both on offense and on defense.
Joseph Yo, Washington. Well, that's a green light shot for somebody like Jay Washington.
Yeah, he made a lot of them since last concert.
A lot of time to work here para sa San Miguel, and they use an opportunity to call a 30-second timeout. Oh no, it's going to be a full timeout. 7 minutes and 42 still remaining. We'll be right back. Back at the Big Dome this Saturday, the PBA returns to one of its favorite venues, Panabo City, Davao, for the Phoenix Fuel On Tour, where Powerade will be taking on San Miguel. That's on October 23, and you out there will be able to see it 9:30 p.m. dito pa rin po sa Solar TV.
We'll have 2 out-of-town games in Davao City, because there will be one in Digos on December 4. We're playing there, so I know. A new Coliseum for the governor there. And they say it's nice, plus air-conditioned pa.
Ah, wow.
And good for 10,000 people.
So it should be a good trip once again for our PBA superstars, and of course for our PBA fans in Davao. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa fourth quarter. Dito na sa team po, kasama si Dr. J. Andy Howe for the PBN Solar TV. Sunday Night Mania continues, and Mike Cortez in the land of the Giants. He's drawn the foul.
I like this because the commission won't play this. You got to protect the shooter if he's going to the basket. If you're backing him, referees will have to call the foul. And earlier you also mentioned that in this ball game, players are playing with their feet, their hands. They're not really reaching in, moving their hands, they're not trying to hold down the play. More or less, I think the players are beginning to get accustomed to their calls, plus the referees also. Not only players, pati yung referees rin. Kailangan mag-adjust sila ng mabuti. Para masanay na lahat, and there'll not be too many complaints. The Tess split both his charities that were given him, so it's like 2 out of 4 here. And those are very crucial points. They're the team that's making the comeback right now, and every point counts.
In the hands